Welcome, everyone. Game 2 against the Jazz behind us, and it was another fun one. We once again blew the fuck out of them. Out of the team we played, because we blew the Blazers out. We blew out the Jazz tonight, and it was a really fun game. We continued to play really well, continued to execute game plan both offensively and defensively, and Buddy Hield continues to look like an MVP. He had 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal with no turnovers, and no fouls actually, and he played really well defensively, which is obviously the biggest question about him. Can he do enough defensively, which he did today? And I think he's been fighting as much as possible defensively, which is, all you can really ask from him at the end of the day, because he has some physical limitations, of course, against NBA athletes, but the shot's looking great. He's finishing really well around the rim also. He smoked 1 layup, but overall we smoked a little too many layups in this game, but it did not matter at all. And he fits the system like a glove. We knew it was gonna be, it felt like a great fit from the start, but nobody expected this from Buddy Hield for sure. Obviously, fan bases feel like this is just, a honeymoon phase. We'll see. The games have to be played, but the depth is great, so if he has cold nights, it doesn't really matter that much, but he's talked about how he has never felt like this, or how he has not felt this well in a basketball system since Oklahoma, and, it's fucking awesome. And the chemistry with Steph is there. They just play well off each other. Steph, even though he didn't shoot the ball well, he got going in the third quarter, where you could see he was starting to feel it. After a bad first half, he came out great. You would still like to see him distribute even a little more, but we played really good team ball. Had 35 assists tonight, 15 steals, really good defense. We did leave a lot of wide open players for the Jazz, but at the end of the day, they were players that aren't known shooters most of the time. Obviously, Keyonte George is a guy that shoots well against us, but the Jazz don't have great shooters most of the time, and our priority was to take the ball out of Clarkson's hand, and obviously force Markkanen into tough shots, which we did perfectly. Markkanen played a little soft once again. I felt like he was not able to get into great positions around the rim, and he took so many tough contested jumpers, and we did really well, whether it was Wiggins, Draymond, Podziemski even had good minutes on him defensively. Like, everyone did well on Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson. We made some really good double teams on Clarkson, which obviously forced the ball out of his hands, which meant he could not just get going, and all these things just play out well for us. The only thing that's been, questionable is the slow start and Kuminga. You worry about Kuminga's attitude, but, he felt fine today, played just 17 minutes, didn't do too many bad things, besides, of course, take some bad shots and press a little bit, especially in the first quarter. And Draymond talked about the starting lineup pressing a little too much to start the games. But the bench got us, so it doesn't matter yet, and I think they'll settle in eventually, and they settled in the third quarter, and they looked much better overall, even though a lot of it, of course, is Buddy Hield off the bench, but still, really good minutes overall. I also want to point out Wiggins, 13 rebounds, great effort rebounding-wise. This is what we wanted to see from Wiggins since the finals in 2022, and we finally saw a great offensive, rebounding game from Wiggins, and just overall great energy from him. He didn't, shoot the ball well around the basket, but he did shoot 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, 13 rebounds, played with great effort all night, great defense. So this is the Wiggins we want to see, this is the Wiggins we love to see, and it's awesome. That's obviously huge. Like I said, the defense executed how we wanted. I talked about that already. Kuminga's pressing, like I said, is the biggest question mark. That's the biggest issue that we should be worried about as Warriors fans. Can Kuminga find his role in here with the starting lineup? Steve Kerr talked about them wanting this starting lineup to play because, they want to go a little bigger in the starting lineup, which of course is not the Warriors' MO most of the time. And I think they will. At the end of the day, they got the perfect storm, of games to start with when it comes to figuring this shit out, because we played, of course, one of the two of the worst teams in the league this season, very likely, in Utah and Portland. We'll be playing the Clippers, who are obviously banged up and will probably not be as good if Kawhi Leonard does not play this season. All about James Harden there. And then the Pelicans, who have injuries also. And to be fair, the Pelicans are a bad matchup for us, but maybe with this bigger lineup, it could work. We'll see. The Pelicans to 2 Pelican games will be really interesting to watch. Of course, we have to beat the Clippers first also, but besides playing away games, the schedule starts pretty well for us in terms of strength of schedule. What else is there to say? Melton has a knack for the ball. I feel like he always has his hands in there. Had 2 steals today, even though... he did not, but I feel like he poked some balls out. Anyway, he played once again pretty good, passing-wise. He couldn't hit his shots, but it did not matter that much today. Defensively, once again, really well playing. Podziemski, that's also a thing that I felt was important. Podziemski was able to shoot 14 times. Even though he was 1 of 5 from the 3-point line, I felt like it was great that he got to get his game off offensively in a lot of garbage time minutes, but for his confidence, I think it will do him wonders. Looney also, incredible. 7 offensive rebounds today, 9 and 10. Looney just looks great in his spot minutes, and the minutes overall just feel, great. Of course, we did not have to play fourth quarters that much, so we'll see how it looks when we play tighter games, who gets more of the nods in closer games, but it's been great. Kyle Anderson did his thing, all-around game. Moses Moody once again got to, play a lot and shoot the ball pretty well. So the only thing is Kuminga at the end of the day. We'll see. Besides that, around the league, of course, life without Embiid for Tyrese Maxey is not nice. That's for sure. Ain't sweet for him at all. The Pacers' offense has been pretty stagnant, and Tyrese Haliburton had 0 points today, which was fucking, I mean, I guess it happens to all of us. And Trae Young has been hooping, which is awesome to see. I love to see Trae Young hooping. Atlanta, of course, playing 2 of the worst teams in the league to start the year, but I mean, a lot of people were pushing the Hawks in that way, and they probably still will not be more than a playing team, but it's a good start for them, beating Charlotte, who I think, who I predicted to finish just above them in my predictions this season. So those are the things I wanted to talk about. Really fun game, really good game. And as always, be kind to others, be gentle with yourselves. I'll catch you all on, I think we play on Sunday, so on Monday I'll catch you all with the Clippers game. And before that, we'll see if I do something else. Anyway, thank you all for listening, thank you for watching. Be kind to others, love yourselves, and I'll catch you all next time. Dub Nation!